And now, a word from our sponsors. Our Iffy Jiffy Mail Order Division informs it is now offering the Pharmacon 5 Walk-in Industrial Macrowave. Originally developed for research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or gut.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right wrong lift on the 8th. And who did I see? The self-made market legend herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our brave new meritocracy. I saw my opportunity, and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom runner who's lost on the climb? See, I tried my best to urge her, because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, what might be success?
This term, self-pay, makes you 110% everything you've ever hoped to be. We've got an improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook, with a fresh new can't-lose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning, and upper rungs are winning. So shortly, you and I will all get rich.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Society, sell them on an improved me. It's time to mount to piety. Together, for the heavens, improve yourself and hands the whole. Forget the reason that you're going to ignore all told.
Help me end this fight on my feet!
One more lesson. So
They think you'll resist. When you press, the game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
Mission filled. Anyone else?
There's no such thing.
Back in
Honest
business.
to goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. This just in, a field report from the Office of Competitive Analysis and Artful Reconnoitering. Ooh, this sounds important. Better pay heed. Threat assessors have adjusted their risk tables for the Arbiter Training Facility, jewel of the Protectorate's military portfolio, northeast of the landing pad near Broken Spire. Although only a skeleton crew remains, the facility's automechanical defenses remain operational and quite lethal. Approach at your own risk. And only if your supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone hull-headed enough to poke around that place. Now, on to other things. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
To what do we owe the pleasure? My dear cousin will serve a fine warning to anyone who dares to betray the Protectorate. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Of all the roads I imagined myself traveling down, never expected I'd end up hanging above one.
ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring, and has a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
Hurry now, don't wait your turn. Just take a ride on the Purple Worm.
You drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Yes, yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
Shake a coffee that you wanna forget. Wake up next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink Purple Berry Tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Play hard so you work a little harder. Sobriety won't make you any smarter.
So have another purple berry, have another purple berry, have another purple berry tequila.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay, if it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline Scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Auntie all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the Protectorate's console has been the life of their joyless shindig lately. Quite the go-getter. He's supposed to be the Sovereign's top VP. Seems highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. The Sentinels, their secret police, reportedly answer to him. Makes you wonder if the console is really running the show. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate got a difference in opinion. The Protectorate believe they can't be bloodied. We think otherwise. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
But the loan that you request includes compound interest in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated are quite straightforward. Though my fees aren't quid pro quo and my interest rates aren't low, I'll be keeping track till you pay back the little bit you owe. 'Cause I
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists: advertising. Our recreational and artificial additives division has proudly announced its latest innovation: Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
So much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing to market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impact a colon got you down. Look, anti-chemical purge.
Slow down. Schultz went where? Sakes alive. Schultz!
Be a rapper in the slipstream.
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Void be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse. You have some brass sauntering into my base and then acting coy about your reasons. Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be. I do beg your pardon, but that is both an inaccurate and uncharitable assessment. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Anti's Choice, building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive?
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Anti's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship myths, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Anti's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Now upward and onward. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though. I'll pardon your skepticism given your lack of acquaintance, and say only this. Ask not what Scrabbles achieves for us, but what we can... Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
You seen Gary anywhere? No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't think he took it literal, like when we told him to jump in a rift, do you? Even he couldn't be that literal, could he? I mean, it is Gary. Heard someone got access to the bridge. Probably one of Milver Street's little puppets trying for peaceful negotiations again. How can you be so sure they work for Milver Street? Milver Street's a charmer. Probably convinced someone to run his errands using the sign speech. He really just uses that spiel on anyone, huh?
What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purpleberry crunch right now. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Stop that scrounging around.
I heard Torres fought off 50 Raptidons back on Tau Ceti using only a bolt.
Go negotiate your own contract. I got mine locked.
Straight from the serials. 50? Please. From the reports I've read, he fought 73 barehanded.
Do me a kindness and mosey on.
Although I am flattered by the remunerations of my exploits, both are over-exaggerations. 47 was the proper count, and the cysty pig juice was a calculated error on my part. I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet. Though I've cogitated on the matter at some length, I lack answers. Only those breathing the rarefied air of the upper rungs could say for sure. Mystifying as the decision is, I'm confident Carr has some grand strategy at play, even if I have not, for some irksome reason, been made privy to it. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change. I half believed you meant that offer. Unless you weren't being playful. I confess, the challenge of holding the forward position does not satisfy as might a straight-on tussle. But I would prefer to avoid staining my reputation by participating in such a needless blunder. Carr was, such an argument isn't as compelling as you believe. The soldier who does not consider defeat all but guarantees it. I will take action when action is appropriate, and I'd suggest you modulate your tone more appropriately the next time we speak.
You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try and try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice.
If you need a house call.
Making up some distance.
Bring down.
Going forward. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. And the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits when using your bits. She is just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing to do, means cheaper prices for you. Auntie is the best choice. Feel the benefits of spending your bits. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive?
At Auntie's Choice, we think there is no freedom without freedom of choice. And you need all 10 flavors of Spectrum vodka in order to be free.
Every autonomous consumer needs both Borscht, and I can't believe it's not Borscht.
Can you truly say you are liberated without frozen, dried, smoked, and canned salt tuna fillets?
Be free, everyone!
Be free with Auntie's choice.
And now, back to it. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Take a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila. When you drink purple berry tequila.
Say, looking for a big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Berry with Purple Berry Tequila.
You'd make a great lower manager.
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
It's loaded with additives and preservatives, made with 100% real artificial purple coloring. It has a little added kick to get you going in the morning.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
Yes, yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
Take it up with the head office.
Another rift. Rather not get up close and personal like, if it's all the same to you.
Next morning, not a trace of regret when you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Play hard so you work a little harder. Sobriety won't make you any smarter.
So have another purple berry, have another purple berry, have another purple berry tequila.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists: advertising. The stamen of a typical Arcadian chitin flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements, and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent. An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted...
Ugh, peptic ulcers are barking today.
Fine. Let us proceed.
I consider...
Don't even think about disrupting the marketplace.
Taste. You surely will as well.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
The other day, I stumbled into the right hall on the ACS.
Lay low, Commander! Medic's orders!
Self-made market led itself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our brave new... other day, I stumbled into the right wrong booth on the ACS Undisputed. And who did I see right there? The self-made market lady herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our brave new meritocracy. I saw my opportunity, and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom runner who's lost on the climb? See, I tried my best to urge her, because I rose before the merger with Spacer's Choice. So all full of confidence, I asked her, how do I find success in Auntie's Choice? And this is what she said to me.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking.
What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purpleberry crunch right now. Got something that needs doing, Commander? How personal are we talking? Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us. It ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were needed. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. I reckon that's a difference in perspective. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Maybe I'll tell him that over a beer one day. Praise him in front of the whole saloon. Law knows he's got a thing for heroics. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day that the Protectorate can't aim for shit. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field, calling out for aid, for mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life. I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always. Fine by me? Not great. It was a mining colony under Spacer's Choice. Didn't have much, but my parents worked hard to ensure we had shelter and a warm meal every day. They're good folk. I love them. But I don't think they ever quite grasped how bad things were before Auntie's Choice came. They warned me not to join up, you know. Said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather take a risk on them than be resigned to how things were. No, not at all. But I ain't sure my folks oppose them now. They have good jobs and a roof that doesn't leak. The ones who didn't adjust, however, was our management. Some of them tried to cut a deal, company secrets in exchange for an entry-level administrative role, and made it out okay. But most violently opposed the takeover, and that ain't hypothetical. Reckon a bullet in the gray matter was more palatable than being forced to the bottom rung. Says it all, really. Our colony was isolated, which meant our Spacer's Choice overlords could do as they saw fit. Everyone lived in squalor, save for a select few. We were little more than workhorses. Those of us at the bottom only found joy with our families, our friends. But love alone can't get you through the toughest, darkest winters. I miss the sunsets, and my folks, though I know they're well taken care of nowadays. But that's about it. Most of my friends joined up when I did, so we took our community with us. Leaving my hometown itself, it was an eager farewell. Though there is one person I keep thinking of. The grandpa who lived next door, Vincent. He used to draw posters and ads for Spacer's Choice. He had style. Of course, that didn't last. Age caught up and his hands started failing him. Couldn't draw, couldn't lift heavy objects, could hardly walk without exerting himself. And in Tau Ceti, if you couldn't work, you didn't get ration cards. We shared what we could with him, of course, but what we got already wasn't much. Last day I saw him, he refused the half-salt tuna can I tried to give him. Said it was him lending me his strength. He was gone the next day. We searched all over, then realized he must have wandered off into the wilderness, not wanting to be a burden. We never found him. Can't hardly open a tin without thinking about him now. So if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's Choice, after everything, it's because I know had Auntie arrived just 4 months earlier, Vincent might still be alive. It's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man. He deserved better. So did the rest of us. Anyhow, ain't meaning to talk your ear off.
Stay in line, or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice is all about choice. From 15 different kinds of fresh from frozen meats, to canned animals, vegetables, and minerals, to vodka in every color of the rainbow, and then some. Auntie works hard to make sure you have more variety than you could ever want or hope to want. You deserve that choice. You deserve Auntie's Choice. Now, upward and onward. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't top. From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. Rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. A double thriller, so make your mouth happy while you're trying doubles. No boring old smoke rings, you'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Or at work, by the pack or the case. The bubbly perk, it'll pick up your pace. It's bubblegum slim. Try bubblegum slims today. Ba-do-wop, ba-ya. Taste you can't top. From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims. Oh, bubblegum slims. It's good flavor. Bubblegum slims. Try slims. Flavor won't stop till the very last.
You're tuned to Wireless Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now in this batch of corrections. In last Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance, blaming a belt drive starboard wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space rivet production. Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. A recent report on the new Sprats Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in test markets claimed the product has a might tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction, Sprats Up actually contains real Sprat flavorings. Still a mite tangy though, that part is 110% correct. Enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oaf? Well, look no further. It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's enough. So get out and hey, come shot. Chance to me with ease. They know that I'm a VIP. It's a Wednesday now. There's a Friday.
Commander, you're bleeding!
Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. A recent report on the new Sprats Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in test markets claimed the product has a might tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction, Sprats Up actually contains real Sprat flavorings. Still a mite tangy though, that part's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed. the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
Many of you are wondering, what is Auntie's Choice? It's quite simple, really.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now, why don't you get to shopping?
Okay, back to business. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
There was a lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose love and he came to town. The monster did followed the boy, a deal that he could refuse. Yes, and he welcomes you with arms open wide. And the boy signed up and didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The volunteer said, "Okay, we'll start right away." The first girl is dreaming, no one getting away. No need to abide. The only thing about us is the bottom. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise the price, you profit soar. The joy of blazing fair. Oh, you know it well. Make an auntie proud. Be straight to work the instant he was hired. It would be fair to say it was a trial by fire. It was a natural, and he quickly learned to make a red hot deal without getting burned. He was unscrupulous, and when you do your business, make it you cut the cost, you raise your price, you profit the joy of it. Oh, you know it well. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, Cat, let's go! Let's change it up now. Now here's a winsome man with charming smile, salad diet, toothpaste with impeccable style, the perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. I never work for him, they make it work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, cats, let's go one more time. Oh, let's go. Swing it now. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Yeah! We love you, Auntie.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment. offering outside help when they actually accomplish something. Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the uranium leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure liked the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals.
This is Protectorate territory, all right. Ain't looking to instigate anything, Commander. But if these bastards make any threat on my person, no promises.
Now, on to other things. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Stay out of the minefield if you value your limbs. I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! And hardly the worse for wear! You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
Enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's extruded. From factory vats into my tummy. Who knew meat-based could taste so yummy? Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, it's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst, Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst. Grab a can today. Don't be a shirker. Don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with Borstwurst. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Aster Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. But we probably ought to tell you there's a supplement or two.
Apoplexy. What? Whooping
Field's hologram is not currently
Childhood
operating, pending scheduled
Adult
improvements.
rickets.
Rest assured, the beacon of
Dysentery.
Auntie's choice will shine again.
Rings of Moon. Buddy Plus. Decrepitude. Night Terrors. Mania. Day Terrors. Melancholy. Chronic itch. Inflammation.
Too much
Night
Spacer's
sweats.
Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep
Flatulation.
Pills. Good for what
Lumbago.
ails you.
Mild days. Scrumpox. General malaise. Imbalanced humors. Dyspepsia. Oh, one more thing. Insomnia.
Purple Berry Crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scam on each other.
Weird, ain't it? They seem to really respect and care about each other.
Yeah, but if they even catch a whiff of disloyalty, it's a whole other thing. I prefer antes, where I know where we stand, by ourselves.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and Spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to borscht entrails, split organs, saltine skins, nerves, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Round the year of 55, on Old Towshetty Prime, a mile beneath the methane ice, way down in the mine, some sugar lit a smoke, forgot the hatch was closed. The blast knocked off the miner's block, but exposed the mother lode. Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doc discounts for. Not so long ago, on a tidally locked moon, some greenhorn tripped a valve in a chemical plant gloom. Brown sludge flooded the place. That manager chanced to take.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
With a door this tough, they must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and caretaker of worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick. Manners. How refreshing. And if I did? What a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate, but circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell. I'll be waiting.
That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions.
What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purpleberry crunch right now. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Thank you so much for...
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
Stop that scrounging around.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Greetings to our Order of the Ascendant listeners. We here at Auntie's Choice have the same sensibilities as you in the Order, and we wish for you to join forces with us. We all want what's best, and we aren't satisfied by what nature has produced. We can do better.